Okay, well it's almost time for another holiday again. So this time I'm going to be going to Tasmania in the car. On the way there I'm going to start off by going across here to Leonora, down here, stay at Kaguna, which is there. Go to Ceduna as well, which is here. Then stay at Barra, which I've stayed at before once, but not for a few years, so I want to go there again. Then go to Ballarat, and then after that I'll be staying in Melbourne for a few nights for the Penny Arcade Expo, which is all about games and stuff. And then I'll be going to Tasmania for 2 weeks, and then after that I'll be going roughly the same way back again, but I'll probably go through Perth on the way back instead of going that way on the way back. I think it should be another pretty good holiday. I'll try to make as many videos as I can like last time. There goes my clock. I've been packing most of my stuff this weekend, so I'm leaving in just under a week. I've got almost everything packed. It's just a few little things and then I need to put everything in the car. Right, so it's Thursday night now, and I'm just starting to put this stuff in the car. So I've got this little fridge here. That's going to be very good. And so that is going to run off the power in the car like that. And then I've also got the actual normal power and a power board in there, and an extension cable that can be plugged into the power at caravan parks and stuff. Okay, so it's Friday afternoon now, or Friday evening. Pretty much ready to go now. In here I've got water down the bottom there, food in the box over there. There's the power for the fridge and stuff. And then I've got my phone holder there, and then in the corner of the windscreen up here I'll have I'll have this mounting thing so I can get video while driving. And in the boot I've got the fridge, a camping chair, that's got a tent and stuff in it, and there's a little table there, some other tools and stuff down there. But I think it's all going to be very good. Well, it's about 10 to 6 on Saturday morning, and I'm ready to go now. Right, so today I'm going to Leonora, which is about 600 k's or a bit over, so that's starting here and going across here to Mount Magnet, across here to Leinster and down to Leonora. The sun like this is probably going to be a bit of a problem for the video, but there's this train crossing here which is kind of interesting. So this is Yogu, where I'm stopping for the first stop of the trip. Alright, well this is Mount Magnet. So the road I'm supposed to be going down is the Leinster Road down there. I just asked at the post office and the lady said if I go down there, down this road, there's a fuel station. So I have to turn around to go to the fuel station. So I have to go left here, but the fuel station is in the other direction. Yeah, so this is sandstone, and I've just had lunch, so I'm gonna head out again. So there should only be one more stop until Leonora, which is about 300 k's away. So I could have just kept going before instead of turning around. Well, this is Leinster. It's the last quick stop for the day. There doesn't seem to be very much here. It's 130 k's to Leonora, and that's where we'll be staying for the night. It might be too windy to hear this probably, but this is just near Leinster where I was a minute ago. It's a very rough kind of rock, and doesn't seem to be very strong either. So I'm in Leinster now. I just got fuel and just head over to the caravan park, which I think I know where it is. And pretty sure I stayed here with Dad and maybe Paul a few years ago. So the sign says it's down the right here. So this is where I'm camping. Hopefully the ground's not too hard. I'm sure I have stayed here before, I just can't remember what year it was. So it's a bit after 7 now, and I'm just about to start making tea, or this tinned soup, but having this light here is so handy. It's for the bike trips previously we never had power, so now I can actually see. And this table has definitely been worth buying. It's a bit after 5 on Saturday morning. Just finished packing up my tent and I'm making Milo and stuff to take for lunch. So it's a pretty good night. It's not very cold. It's not cold enough for any jumping or anything. I just slept. I could have slept better, but got enough sleep. In the previous thing, I said it was Saturday morning. It's actually Sunday morning. And today I'm going to Kaiguna. So on the map where, well, I am here. So I have to head to Kalgoorlie, then to Norseman, and then across here, and then along the strait, and then right at the end of the strait, that's where I'll be staying. I think it's about 790 k's roughly, so it'll be a very long drive, but I'm leaving now, which is about 5:45, so there's plenty of time. So once I get out of the caravan park, I just need to work out which way goes to Kalgoorlie. So I was in Kalgoorlie 2 weeks ago on the GTR, so I might edit in a photo here or something. That was a good place to stay. So I'm in Kalgoorlie now, and I just filled up at this fuel station here. I didn't need to make a first stop halfway here, so this was the first stop. I'm gonna go to the Super Pit mine lookout now. Then keep going, I think. I just had to stop here quickly before going to the Super Pit, but this is the map Dad gave me. I think I'm just here, and then the Super Pit is up here. Oh well, the lookout is there, so we'll go up there and check it out. was here 2 weeks ago on the GTR, we also went to the super pit as well. There was not really anyone there at that time, so hopefully there's not many people there this time as well. So I've just stopped here for a quick rest. This is, I think I'm 80 or 90 k's away from Melbourne. It's a nice temperature at the moment though. There's no temperature gauge, so I don't know exactly, but it's fairly cool. Along this stretch of road I've noticed a few of these things up here. I passed one just a while ago. I'm not sure if it's a salt lake or it's a lake of some sort. It's really huge. Kind of interesting. Stuff. So you can see here, this is where the road starts heading east, and eventually you'll get onto the 90-mile straight. I'm not completely sure, but I think the book said there's 366 k's left to go, and till Kaiguna, where I'm staying, and that's just at the end of the long straight. I've stopped here just for a bit of a rest. It's about 60 k's to Baladonia. And then I'll stop there for lunch. Depending on how time goes, I might even go further than Kaiguna because it's only 12:30 now. So I'll probably have enough time to go further than that, and then I won't have to go so far tomorrow. So that's probably a good idea. This is Baladonia. Just had lunch and also just checked the oil on the car to make sure that's still okay, which it is. The next stop is the start of the 90-mile straight, so I'll stop at the sign there and get a photo and stuff. Still trying to decide if I should go further than Kaiguna, but I suppose I'll work that out when I get there, see how much time is left. This is the start of the straight, so it's going to be a very long straight drive. Alright, well this is it. So I'm at Kaiguna now, and because there's still a decent amount of sunlight left, I'll keep going because I was going to stay here tonight. But just looking at the map here, so I'm here now, which is just at the end of the long straight that I just did. So if I keep going to Madura, that's about 150 k's, and I'll stay there instead. Alright, so almost at Madura now. As you can see, the sign there says it's 2 k's, but just up here I think is the bit of road that I like, how it goes down the hill, and there's kind of a, I don't know if you would call it a cliff, but it just looks nice. Last year, Mum and Dad and I stayed in one of the cabins just down there. So I've got the campsite sorted out, which is down here. That room just there with the B on it. I don't know if that was in the video, but that was the room we stayed in. And I can stop anywhere here, so where is to be next to a power thingy. And here was cheaper than last night, $25 here for a powered site, where last night was $35. Probably don't want to go too close to those caravans, just so I don't have to worry about noise and stuff. Maybe if I go back around, and I bet the ground is also going to be really hard. So if I go here, looks like a good enough spot. Yep. I made some of this tea earlier, the Australian afternoon flavour. I've never had it before, but it's really good. I think that's going to focus there. It's pretty strong flavour, which is good. So I previously liked Earl Grey because it tastes good, but it was never strong enough and I would have to use 2 tea bags, but that flavour is already strong just with one, so I think I'll get more of that. So as I was saying before, I was going to go to Karguna, and that would have been 790 k's roughly, but because I did the extra distance, that's going to focus, to Madura, which is where I am now. I think that's, yeah. So I was going to stop here, but then I'm here now. That adds up to 945 k's I think I did today, which was a lot more than I was expecting. But it's good. I got here before it was too late, and that also means I won't have to do quite as many tomorrow. Yeah, and then tomorrow I'll be crossing the border, and the plan is to stay at Sajuna. So yeah, it'll be an easier drive tomorrow than it was today. It's about 4:30 now, roughly. Probably didn't need to get up so early, but I woke up earlier than planned. But at least I'll have plenty of time to get ready. I don't know what the temperature is, but it is very cold. I would say maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 degrees. I've got the tent packed up, just making my Milo and stuff at the moment. It's probably gotten even colder. My hands are very, very cold, and feet, but I've got gloves on, so that helps. I'll just take my time with this and then leave once it gets brighter, even though it already is brighter than it was, but leave once the sun is actually up. I think my gas is running out. I've got another cylinder ready. Right, so the plan for today is to cross the border. So I'm probably back here somewhere. Across the border, there'll probably be some interesting things to see along here, and then stay at Ceduna tonight. Right, so I'm leaving Majura now. When I was looking back at a bit of the video yesterday, it is shakier than I thought, but I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. It's just the way the mounting bracket is, it doesn't hold the phone very securely, and I don't have any way of improving it. No way that I can think of at the moment. But today should be a good drive, and there'll be some stuff to see. More stuff to see than yesterday anyway. This is Eucla Pass. When we're coming through here on previous holidays, we always stop here for a photo, so I've stopped here again. It's a nice view out over between the hills and along the road there. The fuel station is just around the corner there, and the border is pretty close as well, so we'll get video of that. The road kind of follows the hills for a long time, and then there's a bend where it goes up the hill here. Station's just here. There's another fuel station just on the other side of the border, but I think this one is cheaper. Right, the border is just up here, so maybe drive through that. So there's no checkpoint on this side, but there is once you get to one of the first towns. I can't remember what it's called. And they've changed the Welcome to South Australia sign too. So I'm sure that looked different last time. This is just a few k's down from the border. There's a few lookouts like this along this part of the highway. So if you've seen my previous series of holiday videos last year, you would probably remember that when we were here it was incredibly hot, and there were tons of flyers. And then today it's a pretty nice cool temperature. It's a very nice view, but it's kind of better in the afternoon when the sun is shining on it more. The view is even better with my binoculars. This is the start of the Melbourne. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad on this video, but it's very flat. So it's lunchtime now. And that Volvo has a very strange looking trailer. Right, so looking at the map, I'm here now and I have to get here. That's just over 300 k's, so it'll be pretty easy. Right, so leaving the Melbourne Roadhouse now. Just wanted to get a bit of video of the actual Melbourne Road because it's so open and flat everywhere. So this is Penang. It's the place with the windmills. That's it. So when I was here last year, in the video I said this place had really good donuts. So I came back for another one. It's just one of the fuel stations in Sejuna. Well, I've just made my tea for the night. Some pea and ham soup. The colour is not very nice, but it tastes good. And also, it's nearly 8 o'clock and it's still bright. I'm really not used to the daylight saving. It's a very nice morning today. Not as cold as yesterday, which is good. Right, well, I'll be leaving very soon, just in a minute once I'm ready. And then today's drive is going to be a good one. So Sejuna's here. So I'm going to be going to Port Augusta here. And then there's a ride that we've done a few times before, which is down here to Quorn. This road here to Wilmington, that's a pretty good one. And then I'll be going down here somewhere to Borough and staying there for a night. And it's 7:36 at the moment, so we'll have a good drive. And this place just here is where the estate of ones is just on the right here. Yeah, it doesn't look like a very nice place. Port Augusta is 466 k's. That sculpture is just behind me now. The town is blue dinner, if that's how you're supposed to say it. Pretty soon I'll be about halfway to Port Augusta. It's been a good drive so far. This is Kimber. Just stopped for fuel here, and I think it's about 160 k's to go until Port Augusta. So it's 11:15 now. By the time I get to Port Augusta, it'll be time for lunch, I think. Didn't have to get up until 6 this morning, so it feels like it should be earlier. So yesterday I got up at 4, like I think I said. I was at this place in last year's video as well. There's the big thing over there that I'm gonna get a photo at. When I stopped here for the first time a few years ago on the GS, I had it parked just there where the car is, and I got a photo and that sort of stuff. But when I went to get back on the bike, it fell over, and then the road is just there, so some people were driving past and they stopped and helped to pick it up. So there's these really big rocks here, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but it tipped over. It's pretty big, but that bucket is small compared to that giant one in Kalgoorlie at the slipper pit. Made it to Port Augusta. I'll have lunch here and then keep going. So now that I'm in Port Augusta, I have to work out how to do this little road here. Alright, so I checked the map and I do just need to follow this road. And then there's another road that turns off to Corn. So I'm not sure completely if this is the right road, but I think it should be. Yes, I am So the road I just did was this top one here. So I'm at the top here now. But I think that was actually the wrong one. I should have done this one. So I can go down here and go across there. But yeah, I got a bit mixed up there, because usually we would do it that way, where I've gone and done it backwards. And I also noticed the video when it's on that mounting bracket is actually very shaky sometimes, so I'll have to try and do something about that, because it's not really very good how it's shaking everywhere. This was in my video last year as well, but we got here too early for that place to be open, so I'll go and have a look this time. So I was just at that toy museum, and that was actually really good. There's a very huge collection, as you can see. He said he's been collecting stuff for about 47 years. There's a huge variety of stuff. That Hoax Pass road that I was meant to do to start with is this one here. So I might do this, turn around and then come back along this same road again. Because I'm kind of going in the wrong direction now, but I want to do this road because it's a good one. And I think I've also worked out a way to make the video a bit more stable, but I'll use this as a test. The thing I tried with the shaking didn't help a whole lot, but I really don't think there's anything more I can do. Anyway, I'm just on the other side of the hill now, and I think I will turn back and do that again. I'm about here, so I'll have to go probably down here or something like that. Well, I'm in Barra now. There are a few things I want to look at before I leave, but because it's almost 6 o'clock already, I'll do that tomorrow morning. Yeah, so as I was saying before, been here before 4 years ago on the last trip to Tasmania. And we camped at this caravan park. Well, the soup is made. That's what I'm having. It's going to be a very cold night tonight. I think it's already pretty cold. It's about 6 o'clock and it's extremely cold. So today's drive is going to be a little bit trickier. There's a few ferry river crossings I want to do that we've done before. They're around this area. So I'm here at Burra. Come down here and there's this little road here. I think there's 2 or 3 ferry crossings, I can't remember exactly. Yeah, and I'll just be making my way to Ballarat. And at the moment it's just 7:30. I'm going to drive around Burra a little bit just to see a few things, and then I'll be leaving. There are some nice old buildings you can look around here. If I was going to be staying later, I would get you can go to the visitor centre and get a key to see inside some of them. Nice old bridge as well. There's a very old mine here as well. I had forgotten about it until I saw the sign pointing here. So 4 years ago, on our last trip to Tasmania on the PAX, David was riding his KLR with us and it ran out of oil, and just a bit out of Burra the engine blew up, and then we had to arrange for someone to pick it up. So I think it's owned by different people now, but the people here got a trailer and were able to bring it back, and the bike sat in that shed over there for must have been at least 6 months before he came and pick it up. Well, I've seen everything that I wanted to in Burra, so I'll leave now. I have to go down here for a while, and then there's some little towns, and there's a river with a few ferry crossings that I said before. So that'll be kind of interesting. So I'm in a town called Morgan now, and the first ferry is here. But I just saw that there was a little museum that I thought I would check out. This is the first ferry crossing in Morgan. I'm not sure if there's 1 or 2 more after this, but there definitely is one other one. Here we go. this is one of the newer ones. I don't know if there still is an old one, but one of the first times we were going across these ferries, there was a really old one. I'm not sure if that has been replaced or not. Missed it. So there is one more ferry. That's the last one, I think. So at the moment I'm at this little place here, Peruna I think it is, and it's after 12, so I'm gonna have some lunch and then continue on here. So just across the border into Victoria, so that's pretty good. I'm not sure exactly the distance, but I think there's still a fair way until Ballarat, so I don't think I'll be getting there until late this afternoon. I kind of underestimated the amount of time it'll take to get to Ballarat and how the time zone changes and that sort of stuff. Well, I'm at Ballarat now, I'm in, and it's after 7 o'clock, probably more like 7:40 or something. So it took much longer to get here than I thought it was going to, but it's not dark yet, so it's alright. I just got fuel. I was pretty close to running out. The fuel warning light came on just before I got here. to Jen's house, if I can remember how to get there. It's just after 8 o'clock, but I made it. Took much longer than I thought, but because of the daylight saving, it's not dark yet. I got a call, so the video cut out. But yeah, it was a very good drive today, even though it did take a long time. Going across the ferries was good. And as I got closer to Ballarat here, the road was a pretty nice one, even though it was only 100. So I'm gonna leave Ballarat pretty soon. I want to find a car wash somewhere. Because the car is getting pretty dirty. Found a car wash. It's just behind the place I got fuel at yesterday. So couldn't do a full job, but it's clean enough. Well, I'm in Melbourne now at Auntie Di's house. So I'll be here for the next 3 nights. Going to PAX tomorrow and Saturday. Hopefully going to Phillip Island on Sunday, and then on Sunday night getting the ferry to Tasmania. But it's Friday morning and it's time to go to the train station and go to PAX and all that sort of stuff. I think it's going to be a pretty good day. Still not completely sure what to expect when I get there though, but whatever it is will be good. I'm not sure how much video I'm going to be able to get, but we'll see how that goes.
Wonderful stage area. We welcome all people to come and sit down. Check your street passes. Don't forget, if you...
There's 2 on these boxes. I don't know there's one. Yeah. They've got all the ones out the back. Yeah, I looked at the back. So we better go get one.
Yeah, save it himself. Oh, fighting back now, Cloud. Come on, Cloud. Oh, well done.
Are you good?
Okay, well it's Saturday morning now. Last night, or yesterday, I had an extremely good day going to all the stuff. I was able to get some video of it, which is good. I didn't get home or back here last night until 11:30. Most of that is because the train takes almost an hour to get from here, or from the city to here. And yeah, so it's probably about 7:10 now, so I'm leaving earlier than I did yesterday, just so I can get there a bit earlier and
By my own level. Alright. Let's add some coins in here.
yesterday and Friday were extremely good at PAX with all the games and seeing people and all that sort of thing. Today's plan was originally going to be going to Phillip Island because I haven't been there before, but it's a much longer drive than I thought, and I don't want to risk being late for the ferry. So what I'm going to do now is park somewhere as close to the ferry as I can and then just spend the day in the city. At 12 I am booked in to go to the Cat Cafe, and then after that I will just go around to the city, probably go back to PAX. I won't be able to get in the main hall because I don't have a ticket for today, but I'll be able to go in the outside area where I'll be able to play the 3DS and get more street passes. Okay, well I'm in the city now, parked in this parking station thing. Still about 6 hours until I need to actually get to the ferry. I made it to the Cat Cafe about 25 minutes early.
A few times over the years, I've made reference to composers from the so-called one-hit wonders, and I've usually used this as an excuse to prove that they wrote a lot more than was generally realised. Pachelbel and his canon, Orff and Carmina Burana, Humperdinck with
Let me pretend to scratch my face before I swipe it on again.
So I'm just at the ticket window waiting to get on here. So, going to the police and there's a spider and a tiger.